Kanakandala Ravindra Kumar, K. Ravindra Kumar.
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, I am very delighted for the opportunity given to me for participating in the discussion. Sir, this budget does not provide any hope to 5 crore people of the state of Andhra Pradesh. No allocations in the budget in order to implement the provisions of the AP Reorganization Act 2014. Till now, territorial jurisdiction of Visakhapatnam Railway Zone has not been specified. No funds have been allocated. No fiscal deficit relief. The centre needs to generously support the AP, which was suffered with the bifurcation of the state. The proposal of the central government to privatize the Vizag steel plant to an uproar in the state of AP. The Visakhapatnam steel plant, now worth about 2 lakh crores. It was the steel plant bagged National Emergency Leader Award for winning the Excellency Emergency Efficient Unit, awarded consequently for 3 years till 2020. It is going to employment generated 1 lakh. The interesting development is that POCSO has evinced interest to set up a steel plant in Visakhapatnam in RINL lands. A joint team of RINL and POCSO visited the RINL Visakhapatnam and participated in a meeting with their representatives. Subsequently, the team also officials visited 9/7/2019, 2020 in connection with the setting up the plant. In the same connection, they met the Honorable Chief Minister of AP, but till now that issue was kept in dark. The same was, I don't know whether the people of Andhra Pradesh were not intimated about this for the reasons best known to them. It appears that the government initiated the process of much earlier. Now the state government is also shielding crocodile tears about the proposal. This has come to light through an answer given to a question 1109 raised by one of my colleagues belongs to ruling party. It created further doubts. However, we request the Honourable Minister to adopt the proposal of disinvestment. It is reported that the Honourable CM AP has visited Delhi and requested the Honourable PM and HM for funds and resolving the bifurcation issues. It yielded no fruits. We do not know whether the Delhi trips of an Honourable CM for that purpose or any other known purposes, since there is no reflection in the budget. It's a fact remains. After June 2019, in AP, about 140 temples were attacked are going on. YSRCP honourable member in this speech earlier referred our party TDP made allegations against us. In fact, no action on Antravedi burning of Radham. Recently, Ram was attacked in Ramatirthan temple. Instead of taking action against the culprits, the state government registered false cases against the opposition leaders, against the TDP leaders, and made a statement, BJP also involved in it. There is no proper investigation since the state itself encouraging this type of attacks. However, we demand CBI probe into these attacks. There is a total lawlessness in the state. Political victimization is going on. The government machinery and the police has been misusing and abusing the power by the present state government. The present government AP came to power by campaigning, made a request to the people of Andhra Pradesh to give 25 MPs that he will get special status. Though they have given 22 seats, nothing has happened so far for the reasons known to the public. But the state of AP is not ever turning a single stone for the upliftment of the state. All the canons of democracy are floated. Even the print and electronic media is not spared. Media also became victim in the state of AP. Construction of Amaravati, which is the capital of a newborn state, nothing was allocated to that fund. No funds were allocated. During the Honourable Prime Minister laid the foundation stone and granted 1,500 crores, and already 10,000 crores are already invested. Now the construction abruptly stopped by the present government. Since their assembly is there, secretariat is there, high court is there, the respective institutions have been functioning since last several years. But present AP government decided to take 3 capitals, contrary to the provisions of the AP Reorganization Act. The Honourable Chief Minister, the present Chief Minister, made a statement in the office assembly earlier that he will support the Amaravati, and contrary to he has taken a decision, and the farmers of Amaravati has been agitating for the last 420 days, 22 days. It is the decision of the present government is contrary to the provisions of the AP Reorganization Act. Polavaram project expenditure also estimated 55,548 crores. No funds have been allocated. For getting the funds, the honorable government present government did not take any steps. It was no surprise to me, being aware of the manner in which the YSRCP and the government of AP have been attacking the constitutional institutions like Legislative Council, State Election Commission, High Court, etc. All canons of democracy are being brazenly flouted with the state government and brazenly representing the people.
Please conclude, Mr.
By filing a false cases against the culprits to suppress the dissent. It shows that in the absence, if the central government did not intervene in the present situation in the state of AP, in lawlessness, alarming situation, filing false cases against the critics, and it is also suppressing the political opponents. It is the high time to central government to intervene, and also I request the Honourable Minister particularly and also the central government to allocate funds in order to fulfill the demands of AP Reorganization Act. I request the central government to take special steps immediately in order to protect and save the people of Andhra Pradesh from the state government oppressive and suppressive acts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sri K.C. Banugopal.